It's time. I'm sorry, I should do that a little bit more Bruce Buffer. It's time! Game 5 here for NaVi versus Team Spirit. It has been the series you have been waiting for in the new year 2018. NaVi 2, Team Spirit 2. Game 1 goes to NaVi. The next 2 go to Spirit. Game 4 goes back to NaVi. And all of a sudden, we're in Game 5 in the best series of the year so far. We take a look. Let's get right on into this. NaVi, Lifestealer, Bane. They ban out the Witch Doctor. That's CK. That's been banned out every single time. They don't want Illidan getting his hands on it, and sometimes it feels like he doesn't even need it. Tusk, Clockwork, Chen, banned by Team Spirit after we saw Roger have probably one of the best Chen's games I've ever seen, sitting in front of the net worth on a bunch of these heroes on the side of Team Spirit. But they go back to that Tiny despite not having the best game. ILTW was on that Tiny and had an abysmal time. Now Team Spirit, they pick it up again. I guess they're hoping to change their fate here in Game 5. Win or go home. Win and go to Jakarta. It is the moment we've been waiting for in this series. Something that I bet some of you have hoped for. Waiting for a Game 5. Getting as much NaVi as you can into your veins. Some of you getting as much Team Spirit in your veins as you can. And now the Ancient Apparition here on Team Spirit. So that's FNG on the Ancient Apparition, which he's played a couple of times in this series, as well as the best of 3 that was earlier today. Do you guys even remember the best of 3 that happened earlier today between Team Spirit and Gambit? I don't remember. I'm not even sure that existed today. We're coming in on our 8th hour here. I don't even know what's going on at this point. So now you've got Broodmother banned out by NaVi, Enchantress banned out by Team Spirit, and now the Omni Knight by NaVi straight into the Earth Spirit. They don't want to give up that LeBron Dota Earth Spirit that works so well with Crystallize on that Lifestealer again, but that'll force them into getting something else in terms of transportation, getting that taxi out there, if you will, for Lifestealer.
10 seconds.
So Bane right now in that 5 position. We'll probably see him on LeBron Dota. Then you've got Lifestealer, Crystallize. For the side of Team Spirit, we'll see if that's a Illidan Tiny. And then, or if it's going to be ILTW again. Hopefully for his sake, he has that same, doesn't have the same sort of game as he did last game, as he went like 0-8 to start. And then Ancient Apparition, obviously an FNG pickup here for the side of Team Spirit. Something that he's played like 3 out of the 4 games that have happened so far. So NaVi thinking about these picks, see what they want to go for Dendi. He did have that Tinker last game. It didn't go as well for him in the beginning, but as time went by, it started getting easier and easier as he picked up more and more farm and opened up space for the rest of his team. They pick up the Nyx on NaVi, and now the Earthshaker for Team Spirit. So that's a Biver Earthshaker and an Ancient Apparition FNG. So let's see. Nyx Assassin, Roger, LeBron in that 5, Bane, LeBron James. Really stuck on these sports jokes today. And let's, see what they can really pull out together. Got the Nightmare to work with to land that Impale. Brain Sap to help out early as well to probably get those last hits. And we'll see as well as if they're going to go Enfeeble early to try and win the lane. So, coming into this 4th pick for NaVi will be Brewmaster in that offlane, so we get a General Brew. So offlane Brew, safe lane Lifestealer. He gets a Blink Dagger. There's your transportation. You could still go with the Nyx. Nyx with the Vendetta, with the Infest inside him. Not a bad choice. Not a bad second alternative to the Brewmaster that is here in the offlane for NaVi. And for Team Spirit, Earthshaker, Ancient Apparition, Tiny. We'll see what they want to do in terms of their other two cores, and we'll figure out where Tiny's going to go, if it's going to be Illidan this time or back to ILTW to try and get a little bit of redemption for himself, especially after that fourth game. So about 36 seconds remaining here. They have Fissure. They've got their Blink Initiator here with the Earthshaker. They've got Ice Blast to work with for Ancient Apparition, as well as the Chilling Touch early to try and bring down NaVi early. It's been definitely games of back and forth for sure between NaVi and Team Spirit. And we're probably in store for another game of back and forth in Game 5, because if it happened in Game 1, it happened in Game 2, it happened in Game 3, Game 4 even more. Why not have it happen in Game 5? Keep the tradition going all the way through this best of 5 series. So they pick up the Faceless Void. Now you've got Faceless Void with the Ancient Apparition. That combination could be Offlane Void or Illidan Void. We'll have to find out. Tiny's probably mid at this point with ILTW. You might want somebody ranged to hit into the Chronosphere to help out this Void early. So let's see. Tinker banned out for all the right reasons. I wonder why they would ever ban out Tinker, especially with what we've been seeing in the previous games between both these teams. And when you don't have the last pick, you don't want to be up against it, considering Tinker has won every game he's appeared in so far in this series.
10 seconds.
So last ban coming out for Team Spirit to round out their draft. We'll see if this is safe lane Void and mid Tiny. Could even be off lane Tiny, safe lane Void with a mid laner still needed. So we've seen that a couple of times. Not today, but they do go back to that DK Phobos off laner. So DK Phobos on the Venomancer off lane, Void in the safe lane, Tiny mid with ILTW again. It will be an Illidan safe lane Void, and now the last pick coming out for the side of NaVi.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what they want to pick up last. It's off lane Brew, safe lane Lifestealer. Still need that Dendy hero, of course. We'll see what it ends up being. Could see Storm Spirit come out here, but again, there is the Void. You maybe don't want to get locked in that Chronosphere if you are the Storm, but it wouldn't be all too bad. That is somebody mobile for the Lifestealer, but they do already have General on the Brood to deal with the mobility that they need. So let's see what this last pick will be coming down to the wire on these picks. Game 5. Medusa.
Choose your hero.
Okay, Medusa picked up. Okay. Mid Dendy Lifestealer, safe lane Medusa Crystallize, off lane General, 4 position Nyx, 5 position LeBron Dota on the Bane, Roger on that Nyx. For the other side, Team Spirit, DK Phobos back on that classic Venomancer, Illidan playing the Void, Biver with the Earthshaker, FNG back on that Ancient Apparition, and then finally ILTW looking for redemption on that Tiny. So we are ready to go here, ready to go in Game 5 of this best of 5. I think some of you at this point are kind of wanting a best of 7 to see where this goes. As we get into this 8th hour of casting, it is time for the final game to come through these two teams. Here we are. So let's take a look. Anybody swapping out? Doesn't look to be the case. Anybody on the side of NaVi swapping out? Doesn't look to be the case. So Game 5 here, and General in the off lane. We'll see if there's any lane swaps. It looks as though they'll just keep Illidan in the safe lane with FNG. You'll have that Chilling Touch to work with. Hopefully, I would, in my appreciation for the Void, would love to see Mask of Madness first. On Void, sometimes they go for the Lincoln Sphere, and then they can't really do much of anything in terms of damage the rest of the game. They're able to be handled. Chronosphere doesn't really matter, and it ends up fizzling out, especially with not much able to hit into these Chronospheres. I would assume at least that Illidan is going to go for that Mask of Madness.
30 seconds to battle.
So DK Phobos in the offlane. Biver here with ILTW, who's going to be back over mid, this time against a Lifestealer. We'll see how this goes. LeBron, Dota, I wouldn't be too surprised to see him sit over mid with the Enfeeble. Make sure that Tiny doesn't have a good time over mid once again.
At last, the battle begins.
So, the bounty runes, 2 apiece. One for Dendy, one for Crystal Eyes, one for ILTW, and one for Illidan. Both carries, both mids getting theirs. DK Phobos ready to block in this offlane. He's going to be up against Crystal Eyes on the Medusa here with the Nyx. Like I said, there's the Enfeeble out on ILTW mid to help Dendy win this lane. Tree grab first for ILTW. He's going to eat that Ironwood branch to start this game out. You already see Dendy ahead 2-1, or 2-0. Tiny not able to grab anything, and then over top, let's take a look. Illidan here with the creep wave behind his tier 1, and behind his own tier 1, General getting harassed out by FNG, who went first into the Cold Feet. Take a look at the offlane here for the side of Team Spirit. DK Phobos here with Biver. That is some nice slow, some nice lockdown up against the Nyx and the Medusa of Crystal Eyes, who takes that Mystic Snake first. But again, over mid, Enfeeble continuing to come out, going to make it very hard for ILTW to find himself those last hits. And he's still just sitting at 1-0. There it is again. He's forced to use these avalanches. They go over mid. There's the open wounds. LeBron Dota level 2 has the Brain Sap. Enfeeble again in just a moment. No Brain Sap, but that is sending ILTW back and continuing to open this lane for Dendy. So let's take a look over bottom. Crystal Eyes just continuing to farm up. He's 5-0 compared to the DK Phobos 4-2. Hydra's got to be very careful here. DK Phobos early on this Venomancer does hurt quite a bit. And he is going in the 0-1-1 route so far. Over with the haste will be LeBron Dota coming through, maybe on a DK Phobos. Doesn't have Nightmare to work with, just the Brain Sap. So he'll trade shots and finally get it off as he's left over mid. As Dendy has taken a lead, has a level lead just for now. And has continued to farm, now 13-3 compared to the 4-0. So with Bane brought over bottom, he's now going to head over back towards mid after the haste runs out. Going to get back in there with the Enfeeble to work with. Make sure Tiny's farm goes terribly. Not something we haven't seen before for ILTW. We take a look over at General. His lane not going that well either, but at least he's doing just as good as the Tiny over mid. Compare that to the DK Phobos. They're about even. He's got 6 last hits here, thanks to the Plate Words and the Poison Touch. But Crystallize level 3, all by himself, is really better news for NaVi over anything else. You want to be able to get that farm onto this Medusa, get the Mask of Madness as quickly as you can, get that level 6 to work with as well. Especially also the case on General with this Brew. You can work with the lockdown of the Brew Split, with the Cyclone, the stun, everything you need to possibly be aggressive for the side of NaVi with the rest of this team. So we take a look. Ooh, Ancient Apparition over top. General not going to dive under that tower. We take a look at where your initiators are for both sides. It's going to be Brewmaster with the Blink Dagger eventually, as well as the Vendetta for Roger. For the side of the Dire Team Spirit, we'll see if they go Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger onto the Tiny, or if they'll just let the Blink Dagger get taken on the Earthshaker and get the Shadow Blade here on Tiny, as well as the fact that you have Time Walk and Chronosphere to work with on the Void. So About even overall. Illidan having a good game so far in terms of his farm, which is not surprising. He seems to always find that every single game. Every single game we've had in the past, all 4 games previous, as well as the 3 games in the last series, he's found himself some farm. Doesn't get that first blood kill on a general, but diving under this tier 1 is the side of NaVi. Thinking about going in on to I Love to Win or ILTW. I don't even think it's I Love to Win. I've been told 100 times it's not, but yet sometimes still slips the mind. So they've locked ILTW into the trees. Here comes Roger. Missing the stun, but I don't think it's going to matter all too much. The Avalanche comes out. He's got no more mana to work with. The toss comes through, but first blood out for Dendy. They'll get the kill under this tier 1 tower. Dendy's got to run away, and the aggro taken away by these creeps. They will get first blood, and Dendy able to walk it off for now. And with Shrine coming back up right as he gets the kill. So perfect for him. So, Medusa just still continuing to work here. Level 5, compare that to the DK Phobos level 4, and then over on General level 3. So even further behind is General with this creep wave coming in. Got level 5 here on Illidan, but he is getting close to that level 6. We'll see how they try to work with this Chronosphere early. Ooh, over towards bottom. Roger in a little bit of trouble. The stun does hit on to Biver. Coming over is Dendy. Has the open wounds on Biver. Still continuing to chase. The Mystic Snake hits. They'll have themselves a kill. Now they look over at DK Phobos, who's going to get run down by Dendy. And Dendy forced to retreat as they do trade 1-for-1 on their 4 positions. But that's another kill for the Lifestealer. So Illidan about to hit level 6. General just hitting 4. Halfway through that level, looking for a quick 6 to try and get that Bruce split. Take over on Dendy. He's going to grab himself the haste. Nyx here, level 2, not even close to getting that Vendetta. Nope, coming around the back. Chronosphere comes through with the Chilling Touch. Do they have the damage? And Cold Feet procs. Down he goes. First kill for this Ancient Apparition, and actually the first assist for Illidan. As well as over bottom, Crystallize actually in a lot of trouble. He uses that wand and will not TP out. There's the totem. There's the damage. DK Phobos. Ooh, Mystic Snake comes in. Crystallize low. Down he goes. And it's now 3-2 in favor of Team Spirit. They don't lose DK Phobos. And they're starting to tack on a couple of these kills here. They're now up 1,000 net worth. So really doing well over early. Looked like maybe it might not go as well with ILTW getting shut down early. But they're opening it up with DK Phobos finding his farm in the off lane. And Illidan as well over top. Dendy level 6. He's second in terms of CS behind Illidan, but top on his team. Follow that up by Crystallize, who has a death. So, not as great of a time right now for the Medusa. And over top, General about to hit 6, so they'll have that Bruce split in just a moment. Maybe they TP him over bottom to try and get a kill. Roger here, level 3. DK Phobos, level 6. Went 3-3 in the Poison Sting as well as the Plague Ward. They're just trying to get that Mystic Snake to go out. Fissure from the side from Biver. Now looking over at Roger, still thinking of a place to put it. The stun comes out as well as the Nightmare. There's the totem to lock in Roger. Roger in a little bit of trouble. Now getting chased down by these 2 heroes on the side of Team Spirit. Here comes FNG with a Chilling Touch, and there's another kill for Team Spirit. Now 4-2. So again, early aggression from NaVi turned around on them. And now Team Spirit have a 2,000 net worth lead just 8 minutes into the game. We'll switch it over to the net worth, see that Dendy's ahead, but not by much ahead of this Void. They still want to work on trying to get a kill over here bottom, opening up the lane for Crystallize. He has to get that Mask of Madness quicker than the pace is now. That's for sure. Cold Feet on Crystallize, forced to back off. Not going to freeze. Oh, actually does freeze over. This is not enough away from this. And I don't mean this. I mean where the spot was this. So you don't think I'm stupid. I know that's not how it works. Sometimes I have to explain myself in the words that come out of my mouth. Especially at this point, I'm starting to lose my mind. Just a touch. 8 hours into this. But 4-2 in favor of the side of Team Spirit. ILTW forced out into the jungle. He's got himself that Soul Ring. Goes 3-2-1-1. And that is just to farm up with the Avalanche Toss as much as he can with that Soul Ring. Try and find some farm. He is level 7, but sitting behind General. General here, level 6, uses the Brew Split. And sent these Brewlings to seemingly just farm. That is the first Brew Split wasted. So, Crystallize still sitting here. Looking for the Aquila, then into the Mask of Madness. The Nightmare comes through. Biver coming over. Nightmare no longer on to DK Phobos. You take a look at where LeBron is sitting, and that's a bit... Okay, Echo Slam used. They'll get the kill, that's for sure, but Echo Slam for just the Bane kind of opens up the map a little bit for Na'Vi. They're okay with this. Dendy comes over to get this kill onto the Earthshaker. They don't have a blink available on him, and the chase is still on. Nobody coming around just yet. The fissure to block the path isn't enough. No, actually misses. And Biver knows this. The chase is on. Okay, that's enough. Down he goes. Dendy gets the kill. He's on a killing spree, 3-0. TP, no blink. 3,000 net worth lead here still for the side of Team Spirit, despite that kill. It's just a position for Biver Earthshaker. Not much to worry about. They go on over. They look for the Chronosphere. Ice Blast coming through. There it hits. They don't have the Chronosphere to work with. Down for 40 more seconds, but I think Brew is okay. No Shatter coming out just yet. So Dendy, nobody to go into just yet. He finally has Roger with the Vendetta level 6. We'll see if they do end up making a move and getting a kill here with this first Vendetta. They head over bottom. Tiny invis. So they do pass the Tiny. He's heading back to his lane and won't be bottom for this attempt at a gank kill. No Stone Gaze for the Mystic Snake. Trying to work with what they got. They look over at DK Phobos, maybe Biver. There's the Sentry Ward placed down by the side of Team Spirit. And another Sentry Ward placed down, and Roger's going to be spotted, but there's the Fiend's Grip on top of the Earthshaker. He already used that Vendetta hit onto DK Phobos, who doesn't want to come in a little bit further. They'll get the kill. They look at DK Phobos. There's the Nightmare, but Ice Blast hits onto LeBron Dota. There's the Brain Sap, and looks like it could be 2, but it won't be. The Venomous Scale onto Roger, and that'll be a double kill for DK Phobos. Another gank going wrong for the side of Na'Vi. Don't exactly play that as clean as they should. It's a little sloppy, and they end up losing too.
Dyer's middle tower is under pressure.
So 7-4, 3,000 net worth lead. We'll see where the first infest comes and when it does come, because you see that Brewmaster saving up for that Blink Dagger, and actually Radiance here for Lifestealer. He's got himself saved up 3,400 gold, so Dendy is working on it. And I think this is the infest into Roger. Roger says to Dendy, I know the way. He knows the way to DK Phobos. There's the infest with the Vendetta into the Impale. There's the kill. Dominating is Dendy. And right away, enough gold to grab himself that Sacred Relic. He actually looks over at Biver. Meanwhile, Roger coming around, maybe looking to get that cut-off Impale. Thinking about it for sure. Meanwhile, General cut off top. He's going to go down to Illidan. That's Chronosphere down. But Dendy does have enough for that Sacred Relic.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower. They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Fissure comes out over bottom. Little Impale action onto the Earthshaker. We'll throw the Mystic Snake out and just push back Biver. Over top, we take a look. Dendy coming over. He's level 10, has the Sacred Relic to work with. Illidan, though, 4 in that Time Walk, so I don't know if they're really going to be able to pressure him enough. With FNG sitting behind, he's got to be very careful on this Lifestealers. They've got the Battle Fury first on Illidan. That's the amount of farm that he's gotten. Meanwhile, Earthshaker getting a little bit low. This is the fight over bottom with the Bruce Split coming through from General. Trying to get at least one kill on the TPing over FNG. Get at least one with the toss. That's the toss on a Medusa. Now they look at ILTW. Coming around the back will be LeBron Dota. Maybe lock in DK Phobos. The stun onto 2. And the fissure onto 3. Roger still kind of caught in these trees for right now. And there's the TP away. No Chronosphere. But he does have a time dilation. And they will be able to get the kill on to LeBron Dota as well as Roger. So 2 kills there for Illidan. Now 10-6 in favor of Team Spirit.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Still a 3,000 net worth lead to work with. Dendi, however, farming up this Radiance. Mask of Madness finally finished here for Crystallize. And General, take a look. He still does not have that Blink Dagger, sitting about 250 gold away. Ice Blast out, as well as the Avalanche. Fissure hits. Crystallize. Nightmare might actually kill him. Echo Slam through. And that does. Oh no, LeBron getting his carry killed. And now the chase is on. The toss out. Here's DK Phobos. He says hello. Then they say goodbye. It was a Beatles hit back in the 60s, and they will get the kill with that one. 5,000 net worth lead here for the side of Team Spirit. So Tendi with the Radiance. I feel like he's almost the saving grace here for the side of Navi, down 4,000 net worth, but anything can happen. I mean, if there was a series to learn that anything could happen, it's this one. How many times are we going to see a comeback of 7,000 or less? I think, actually, if you've had a 7,000 net worth lead in the first 10 minutes, you've lost every game. So take that in for what you will. I don't know if that's correct, but somebody wants to check my stats there. Ice Blast from the General, not actually going to hit. Cold Feet doesn't proc as well. General with the Blink available. Cold Feet again as the fissure hits. Running away with Dendi inside him. Not like that. Ooh, Faceless Void, Fiend's Grip. Down he goes. LeBron Dota gets the kill. So they don't lose Dendi or General over top. They get the kill on Illidan. Down for 46 seconds. No buyback. Long respawn time for him. And still, though, Team Spirit up 5,000 net worth. What I don't like is Dendi staying inside General this long. You lose out on net worth. He is second, but he's got to catch up to Illidan. Luckily, he has this time to catch up, while Illidan does not have... is not alive. Ooh, Plague Wards, Ice Blast, General, forced to use that split. We will stay alive, and where does Dendi go? I guess into, yeah, okay. He lost the little icon above him. Dendi just split into 3 different pieces of Lifestealer. Is that how that works? Arm here, leg there, body there. Was a bit interesting. Oh boy, Dendi TP over. ILTW Blink, Avalanche toss dead. Dendi gone. And that's a big kill for Team Spirit, taking out that 4 times kill streak. ILTW, a much, much better performance this game than the last. DK Phobos and the rest of the team, they're looking to push over top, take this tier 1 tower. They're up 6,000 net worth, and on DK Phobos, they do have themselves the 4 staff ready to go, as well as I think something else on the way, and Spike Carapace, Ice Blast hits, but not nearly low enough for it to matter. Nightmare coming through. Illidan's still here. LeBron not spotted just yet. They have Chronosphere to work with, as well as almost a Manta style for Illidan. Top of the net worth by 3,000 over Dendi. You take a look at where Crystallize is. Mask of Madness, Dragonlance is all he's got. Oh, Fiend's Grip comes through onto the Faceless Void. These Ancients doing a lot of damage. They might be able to steal this kill, and LeBron with the Brain Sap gets another kill on Illidan. These are big kills. They need to slow down his farm. They need to up Dendi's farm, and as well up Crystallize's farm. They got to take these towers, open up the map for them a little bit more, find some farm, get Medusa out with this Hurricane Pike soon enough, and work on getting a couple more kills and getting pickoffs towards the side of Team Spirit.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Dire's bottom tower won't last.
So the smoke out bottom from Team Spirit. They have the Echo Slam, the Ice Blast, as well as the Blink Avalanche Toss to work with. In the trees is LeBron Dota. There's the Ice Blast coming over bottom. Echo Slam, I think that misses on Crystallize as well as the Ice Blast. Now they've got LeBron dead to rights over bottom. But here comes the rest of the team. Biver getting worked on. There's the Mystic Snake. Not going to hit. The Bruce Split comes through as well. They'll continue to chase for now. The stun out on ILTW. There's the rest of the team though. Crystallize backing off for now. Waiting for Nyx. Possibly, or waiting for the Lifestealer as well. Brew in a little bit of trouble. General blinks away just in time, and there's the TP out. They still want to get General out of here, but there's the Chronosphere committed as well as the time dilation. And that is going to be a dead bear. Roger this far gets a kill on our Shaker. Look at that.
Go for me.
So, because why not? I've now infested an Ancient. I've got the Radiance. This is memeing. This is straight memes. Dendy, you're only down by 4,000 net worth. I'd like to not see the memes. But I guess that's what we're in for. Ancient, Radiance inside of him. Crystallize coming over top. The push is on. Here comes the Earthshaker. And Biver, Blink, Avalanche Toss. They still have the Infest to work with. And, three-man stun as well as the Fiend's Grip. NaVi might be able to turn this around. They'll get the kill on Biver. Now they work on ILTW. They will! I thought that was going to go terribly for NaVi. Dendy just looked there in that Ancient for like 10 seconds. The memes are working. And they get 2 kills and they cut it down to a 3,000 net worth lead. Now 15 to 11, Dendy crawling up on that top of the net worth. We take a look at Medusa. Tome of Knowledge. That's how far behind this Medusa is. Into that level 16. 30 on the attack speed, 20 on the damage. Take a look over at General. He's got the blink. As well as that 30 extra damage. And then Nyx. He's going for a blink dagger next. Let's take a look at the rest of the side of Team Spirit. Earthshaker with his blink. DK Phobos here. He's going for the Maelstrom. Possibly going to go to that BKB first. And you take a look at the Void, Manta Style, as well as the Battle Fury. So infested into Roger is Dendy, showing him the way. LeBron Dota leading the charge. The smoke's broken on both their sides. LeBron, I'm sorry to say that you might be dead here, sir. And I'm here to keep him alive, but that's just to make some space for the rest of the team. I think Roger's thinking about going in on this Ancient Apparition. The stun hits. There's the Infest popped, and down he goes. Dendy gets the kill. Rage on out. So they'll at least trade their position 5s while over bottom. Crystallize goes for this tier 2. All the while, Team Spirit head on into Roshan, but they're going to lose their tier 2. We'll see if Crystallize wants to push the issue and go for the tier 3. Going for that Scotty next. So Nyx does have Vendetta to work with. Sentry Ward. Blink with the Bruce Split. Gonna go into the Roshan. There's the Chronosphere to try and finish off the Rosh. Is this gonna be long enough? The stun from the Nyx. Roger comes in. The Aegis by Roger. They get the Cyclone onto this Faceless Void. Now they look over at ILTW. The Ice Blast will come in onto the side of NaVi, but I don't know how much that's going to matter. They have the Fiend's Grip. Echo Slam from Biver, as well as the ulti from DK Phobos. The stun comes out again on a time walking out. Faceless Void. The Fissure hits on 2. They're still trying to lock in these heroes, but Crystallize starting to hit away at the Earthshaker. They'll get themselves at least one. 4-step away will be General as FNG and DK Phobos try to chase. This is a lot of damage coming out onto both these heroes. Dendy forced away. He will heal himself back up. Dendy not gonna, or General not gonna die either. Roger finally falls to Illidan. They look over at LeBron. There's the Nightmare. The rest of the team just kind of farming up while they let their supports die. And that was them killing Roger off twice. Wow. He made his way in. Stuns from inside. Blinks in. Wow, blinking, stun through while the Chronosphere is out. And then the Brew Split came out, and they cyclone this Faceless Void. They don't get the kill on Illidan, but they take the Aegis away. And they also get the kill on Roshan. That's... wow. So, from that exchange alone, getting the gold from Roshan, getting those couple of kills, you take a look. Like I said, if you have a lead in the beginning of the game, you're not going to keep it. 6,000 net worth lead here for the side of Team Spirit. Now we're back all of a sudden to 4,000. What happened? It was even for a second, and then it went back to 4,000. Now it's back to even. Is that a bug? No? I don't know what that's doing right now. But it's that close, that even. The side of Team Spirit over bottom. Meanwhile, infested in the Nyx again is Dendi. He's going for that Solar Crest. So they smoke up again. They're going to come around the back of Na'Vi. Look for this fight. They have the Chronosphere to work with one more time. Top of the net worth is Illidan. LeBron. Ooh, General in a bad spot. There's the blink for the Avalanche toss. They'll get the kill. They look over at LeBron Dota. Now they've got the time walk on forward. They'll look to get two. There's the bash is coming out. And 2 kills. 1 Illidan, 1 ILTW. And actually, Crystallize forced to go back. And Nyx just in the jungle. Standing here with a Radiance inside of him. And as that's happening, Crystallize getting chased down by the side of Team Spirit. Force Staff to the low ground. Trying to make him as much space as he can. The Ice Blast will miss. They're still coming forward. Still looking for him. The whole team's still here. Finally, Dendi shows up. The Chronosphere on top of Crystallize. But no Ice Blast. I don't know if this is going to be enough damage just yet. He'll freeze on over as well. And it will be. DK Phobos gets the kill. That'll be 3 for the side of Team Spirit. So 21-13 in favor of Team Spirit, as well as a 2,000 net worth lead. Second on the net worth right now is Crystallize. Ooh, Roger, as well as Dendi. They find ILTW. I keep saying that. And the Fissure saves his life. He runs away. Can he blink out? Echo Slam on a General. Still ILTW alive. You have got to be kidding me. The save again coming through from Bibber. General forced the split. Now they go over with the Fiend's Grip. He'll give up his life for it. Now on the high ground, you take a look over at DK Phobos. The Ice Blast not going to hit on anything. The Cyclone comes through from the Brew. They look at DK Phobos. Illidan coming through. There's going to be the Poison Nova shot out from DK Phobos. Venomancer trying to do all he can. Brew now thinking about trying to run away. Roger taken out by ILTW. There's the tree thrown at Dendi. Dendi stunned up for just a moment. Illidan trying to get these bashes. LeBron is here with the Feeble out on Illidan. Not doing as much damage, but it'll still be enough to get the kill. They look towards General. Get a double kill for Illidan. 4 for 3 in favor of Team Spirit. The only one who stays alive is Dendi. So that stays overall about an even change. I mean, a little bit more gold going the way of Na'Vi, but this is still a 2,000 net worth lead for the side of Team Spirit. Crystallize needs to farm up more, needs the Scotty. You take a look at Dendi now with the Solar Crest going into the AC. Dendi, not just sitting there infested in an Ancient anymore. The wheels started turning, and you take a look at Crystallize too. He's level 20. Take a look at the other side, Team Spirit. They're going to smoke up right here, looking for the Lincolns on Faceless Void. Not first item. Going Battle Fury Manta Diffusal Blade first. He's sitting top of the net worth by 3,000. You follow that up on his side by DK Phobos, who's got the Hurricane Pike, as well as the Veil. Going into the Maelstrom next. I'll look for the BKB next, and then the tiny ILTW. Going for the MKB into the BKB of his own. So they're really working on these high-end items for themselves. The Chronosphere's locking them in, and they haven't exactly needed outside damage because of the build of Illidan. He's been able to take down these heroes inside the Roche Pit, of course, with the help of the Ancient Apparition. The Ice Blast comes in, Cold Feet, all the works coming through. Roger, Spike Carapace is going to be used. He's got Dendi invested in him. He needs to really run away before Illidan comes in with the Chronosphere. And he backs off, just out of vision. This is a tight one. Maelstrom here for DK Phobos. He's got that Hurricane Pike. He'll be able to hit into the Chronosphere.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Let's see,
faces
Crystallize.
stiff wind.
400 gold away from this Scotty. Take a look over at Dendy. Looking for that AC. Still continuing to farm up as much as he can.
Radiant structures are
Let's see. Crystallize. It's really going to fall on the back of Crystallize, who had a slow start to this for the side of NaVi. And for the side of Team Spirit, they're working with Illidan, who's got so much farm right now with the Lincolns. I feel like this is going to be a little bit tough for NaVi to pull off. They'll lose their tier tower over mid, while they take a tier tower over top. So at least the trade is on, but Team Spirit, they want the tier 3. They have the Chronosphere to work with, and the Time Walk out. That is the extra range Time Walk. Some long initiation here for Team Spirit. They've also got the Blink here onto the Tiny. They're looking for the fight. There's going to be the Fissure with the Time Walk in. The Nightmare to save LeBron Dota's life. There's the Chronosphere, only on one. He's actually miss, but finally hits on to this LeBron Dota Bane. And with that, he'll Time Walk out. So tier 3 still stands here for the side of NaVi. I guess they'll take that for the death of LeBron Dota. No buyback for Crystallize right now, but does pick up this Scotty. Kind of fake backing his Team Spirit, waiting for NaVi to come on forward. They don't have this Chronosphere to work with, but they have everything else in fact. And Roger comes forward. There's the ankle slam and hits on Roger with Dandy inside of him. You take a look over. The Stone Gaze is used, and they're starting to run away on the side of Team Spirit as they're losing a couple of these heroes. They've lost themselves the Earthshaker. Down goes FNG on the back end of this. Dandy trying to do all he can, but he's going to be freezing over thanks to the cold feet. ILTW will get the kill with the help of Illidan. Illidan's actually the one who gets credit for it, but now the damage comes out from Crystallize. It might be too much for Illidan to handle. He's forced to Time Walk away. There's the Cyclone onto the Tiny. DK Phobos looking for the Venomous Gale, trying to slow down Crystallize to help Illidan get back into this, and there he is. There's the Poison Nova from DK Phobos. Illidan just bashing away with the help of the rest of his team. Crystallize will go down. No buyback for him. 80 seconds on the sideline. 6,000 net worth lead for Team Spirit, and they are going to look to shred over mid. This is all turning out well for Team Spirit as you take a look. Now the net worth at 6,000 in their favor again. 8,000 now, and they take the tier 3. Chronosphere back up in 29 seconds. Illidan going to pop that man to continue to go. Fiend's Grip on the right. Hero, Illidan getting low. Venomous Gale out on LeBron Dota. I don't know if you're going to be able to kill him in time. Illidan, the Fiend's Grip's not even enough. Blink on forward. Roger with the Vendetta. Can't win the Impale, but there's the Mana Burn to get the kill. 8 kill streak taken out. He's got buyback, but dead for 86 seconds. Blink into the Thunderclap. DK Phobos has the Enfeeble on him, but a nicely placed Fissure on a 2. Blink on forward. The Totem hits on a Roger. ILTW is here with the Spike Carapace landing on a Venomancer and the Earthshaker, but ILTW not fooled. He'll kill off this Nyx. And another one dies for the side of NaVi. Team Spirit up 7,000 net worth, 29 to 19. Oh my god. This is absolutely insane series that has gone on to game 5. As Crystallize now finally coming back up, going to be looking for the Mjolnir. Well, AC is looked for Dendy. Let's take a look at the supports. Earthshaker, Bivver, of course, very up there in terms of a support. He's got the Blink Dagger as well as a Force Staff coming in soon. Arcane Boots. But above him is actually the Nyx. Roger farming up very well with the Yule's Blink Dagger, Arcane Boots of his own, now working on the Force Staff. So we'll see how important that is, how each support is doing. I mean, we take a look at Nyx. He's 2, 8, and 13 compared to the 2, 8, and 14 of Bivver. They're basically doing the same. Oh boy, Echo Slam comes out. General in a little bit of trouble, saved by the Nightmare of LeBron Dota. Now the chase might be on, but the Cold Feet does proc on top of him. Force Staff trying to get to the low ground, but you've cliffed yourself. You fooled yourself. Everybody's playing checkers. You play chess and you cliff yourself, Bivver. But don't worry. I've got a blink, and I'll be out of here in just a moment. So again, NaVi thinking about going in. General with the blink. There's the Thunderclap. Infest's going to be popped. ILTW actually makes space because Bivver with the Fissure again. But he gets so damn low. The BKB popped here is actually just on the Courier. They'll kill off ILTW. There's the Stone Gaze used by Crystallize. They'll get themselves 2. Oh my god, the Yules is out on Illidan now. He's got to run away. The Time Walk's not far enough out back to his base. Still coming in. The Fiend's Grip comes through. The Force Staff forward by DK Phobos. The Blink with the Thunderclap. Down he goes. They look for DK Phobos. The chase is on, but it's just General against this Venomancer. And on the back lines, Earthshaker goes down. 4 dead on the side of Team Spirit. Roger with the Impale. It could be. It could be for Navi. DK Phobos team wipe. Are you kidding me? Team wipe for Navi, and they bring it back again. Finally, General falls to DK Phobos, but are you kidding?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Crystallize gonna push this tier 2. Dendy almost has this AC ready. Crystallize, he's looking for the Mjolnir in full. He's gonna save up for that. Needs buyback. They force the buyback from DK Phobos. They're trying to force it from Tiny, from Faceless Void. Unfortunately, they won't be able to get it. DK Phobos, with how low these heroes are on the side of Navi, they'll be forced to retreat for just a moment. Roshan's back up if they want to take this Aegis and Cheese. But they false back. They false back. DK Phobos, he just bought back. He's able to force staff himself away. The Ice Blast hits on Roger, and Dendy walks himself away. The Radiance was off to try and fool them. FNG still a little bit far up, and going back will be Crystallized as the rest of the team needs to get out of here. The Fissure hits on Dendy. He's in a lot of trouble, but the Rage comes out. TP through with the Nightmare to try and save his life, and Dendy able to escape, but I think this might be LeBron Dota giving up his life. Chase him down. The Avalanche is out. There's the Fissure. Venomous Gale. Tossed up, thrown down, dunked onto the ground, and ILTW gets another kill. And with Roshan up, that could be Aegis and Cheese for Team Spirit. Courier here. Holding it here. Let's see what that Courier actually... Ooh, Roger. Impale. Mana Burn, Mystic Snake, not going to hit on anything except for creeps. Roger running away, pulling these creeps with him for now. Meanwhile, in the Roche Pit, last time we saw this, Navi grabbed it with an amazing play from Roger. He is still alive, but doesn't have Vendetta for 24 seconds. The rest of the team on side, Team Spirit, head over towards mid. Or head over towards the Roche Pit, excuse me. There it is, Aegis. Picked up on ILTW. Cheese here for the Void. Back to a 4,000 net worth lead here for the side of Team Spirit. They've got the Aegis to play with on ILTW, going for the BKB. Take a look at the Void. He's got that Lincoln Sphere now. Take a look at the rest of the team. DK Phobos, Hurricane Pike with the Veil. Now he'll finish off that Maelstrom. And the full Mjolnir, in fact. Did he mess this up? Or did this just not... Okay. Casual little Maelstrom recipe for you. There's the smoke out from Team Spirit, but Navi, they're over bottom. Far away from the side of Team Spirit for now. They have Chronosphere to work with. Ready to go. Level 25. 25% backtrack here for the Void. And they will head over bottom. Let's take a look at these other talents as these teams are starting to get close to 25. Tiny level 24. Venomancer 22, but let's take a look. Let's take a look as we slow this game down just a touch. 7-second tree grab, avalanche damage, magic resistance. 30 movement speed, 30 damage. DK Phobos over here with 6 seconds on the Poison Nova duration, as well as 150 cast range and 90 gold per minute. Void, we already took a look. Ancient Apparition, the 20 health regen. Always love that one. And as well as 60 gold per minute. For the other side, General, he's here level 21. Has the plus 1500 health to the Primal Split units. Going for the Ags next. Take a look over at Roger. He's got 175 impale damage, 325 health, as well as 60 gold per minute. Dendy, working on level 23. We'll see what he gets in level 25, with 20% evasion, 35 in the movement speed, and 20 attack speed. Medusa here over mid, trying to defend. 800 mana, 30 attack speed, 20 damage, and then finally for Bane, 40 XP gain percentage, and plus 100 cast range.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
So they are going to try and defend. Nobody coming in just yet for the side of Team Spirit. They still have this Aegis to work with on ILTW. So looking for the AC next. Got this Aegis that'll open up the map for them, knowing that Navi don't really want to fight into the Chronosphere unless they find an opportune position. Let's see, does anybody really have a silence here on the side of Navi? Not really. A lot of Atos next on the Bane. Here they come to push over top. The tier 2 still stands. This is their last outer tower available for Navi. Yags finished off on the Brute. So here they go. Look how quickly that tower goes down, especially to the Tiny and this farmed up Void, top of the net worth. 23,000 net worth. Now they're going to threaten on to the tier 3 over top. Mid for a moment was Roger. The damage comes out. There's going to be the Phrasos Void getting the Chronosphere on to Crystallize, but he's going to be stunned up as well as Nightmare. That's going to hold him in place for just a long enough time for Crystallize to get out of there. Trying to turn it around, but he's forced if. There's the Fiend's Grip. Echo Slam on it too. The Infest is going to be popped by Dendy. They'll get the kill thanks to Crystallize. Now the Stone Gaze comes in. Brewmaster very deep on here. His Team Spirit need to back away. BKB is going to be popped by ILGW. Running away as well as Illidan and the rest of the team. Medusa saves the day, as well as the rest of the team with those 4 staffs. Getting Medusa as far enough away out of there to stay alive. That small duration on the Nightmare was enough from the Bane to keep him alive. They baited in this Earthshaker. He goes in a little bit too deep and ends up falling. So still 6,000 net worth lead. Tiny still has this Aegis to work with. Ooh, they didn't back off just yet. They tried for the dust. It's actually not going to hit on Roger. Spike Carapace used, looking for the Impale somewhere. He finds it on the face of Void. Now they will go to ILTW. He's going to have his Aegis popped. They continue to go back in. There's the Time Walk. As long as this range is good for him, they'll try to get themselves the kill on the Nyx. Crystallize goes in deep. There's the Poison Over from DK Phobos. Crystallize with the BKB. Starts to hit away at this Venomancer. Takes him out. 95 seconds with no buyback. There's the buyback from Roger. The 4-step on forward. Not going to find himself the Tiny. And you take a look. Getting away just barely is Illidan. The buyback from Roger is here. 5 alive for the side of NaVi. And only 4 are alive here for the side of Team Spirit. And they do not have this Venomancer for 85 seconds. They might take this moment to farm, knowing that the push isn't going to come in from Team Spirit without the Venomancer. Lifestealer, however, he does infest. Medusa here with the Scotty, looking for the Mjolnir in full. Does Crystallize have enough for buyback? He doesn't. But we'll see him push that real quick. Now only 68 gold away, and should have it once they reach the tier 3. They want to finish this off. The Chronosphere available for the Faceless Void. You've got the ulti on, General available. Infest already used. Stone Gaze is up. They smoke up, and showing over in the front will be Crystallize. General, you need to stay a little bit further back so you don't get Chronosphered as well. Roger going to be caught up by the Sentry Ward. There's going to be the Chronosphere on the 3! It's actually 4 with Dandy infested inside, but no, I don't think Illidan has enough damage. There's going to be the Manta style use as well as the Ice Blast over the top. The Echo Slam, it's onto everybody on NaVi, but they got the Fiend's Grip onto the Tiny. BKB is going to be used. They got the Impale to hit onto the Earthshaker. They're taking themselves a second. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The Bruce Whip's perfect. It's not enough damage from Illidan. Into the tier 3 comes NaVi, and this is a 5,000 net worth lead that is about to dwindle into even again. Down goes the tier 3. Down goes the mid set of racks as well. Is there anything Team Spirit can do? They go in with a time dilation on Illidan. He's going to be stunned up by Roger again. The stun is perfect for Faceless Void. He's down. No, he's able to eat the cheese, heal himself up. It might have just been the time walk. I'm not even that sure. They'll get another kill on DK Phobos. He's dead for another 82 seconds. And this is Crystallized as well as Dendy trying to run away. The fight is on as the Enfeeble is out on Illidan. There's the Tiny with the Avalanche toss. They get the kill on Dendy. Now 2 dead on NaVi. Crystallize just trying to man-fight Illidan as well as ILTW. The toss is out again. Crystallize getting so low, he'll fall. He tries to man-fight and loses. Now Illidan has the chase. First hit bash on the LeBron Dota. 4 dead on NaVi. Double kill for Illidan. And for that, they lose their tier 3 and the melee racks mid. 5,000 net worth lead here. Still for the side of Team Spirit. The buyback out from LeBron Dota. They have General to work with. He's trying to get that level 25. He wants that minus 65 second primal split cooldown. And Illidan looking to push over bottom. Rest of the team coming over through the mid, trying to force the buybacks on Dendy as well as Crystallize. Give it one last shot, and there it is. Crystallize buys back. Look out forward. Their Chronosphere comes out onto General. Illidan very low. There's the Fiend's Grip from LeBron. Dota Crystallize hitting away. Faceless Void gonna get low. Down for 100 seconds he goes. Thank you, Crystallize. 100 seconds gone. Thank you, Bane. LeBron Dota positioned perfectly again to get that kill on the Faceless Void, getting a little bit too aggressive. The Chronosphere was on General, but it's not enough as the Fiend's Grip hits. And down he goes thanks to the damage of Crystallize. Nullifier next for Lifestealer. Take a look at Crystallize. He's got no buyback to work with, so probably buyout on the Mjolnir once he gets the opportunity to do so. I wouldn't be surprised with the Courier already at the secret shop. There it is. So he'll look over mid. They are trying to push again. They might just go straight tier 4s. If they can force the buyback from the Void, that would be perfect. The Fissure to hold their time for the side of Team Spirit. 7,000 net worth lead, but it looks as though they're about to lose their range racks as well. They'll rotate over towards bottom. They've changed their minds. They're going to push in. Backdoor protection not here for the bottom tier 3 and the bottom set of racks. Here they go. There's the Infest. It's actually the Blink Off forward with the Thunderclap as well as the Bruce Wit coming through. They'll go for the Ancient Apparition. He's going to be dead for 75 seconds as well as the Mjolnir coming through onto Crystallize. They go for the tier 3. They're going to go for the set of racks. Nobody buying back yet. Illidan, 24 seconds. He doesn't have Chronosphere, so he doesn't want to come back. He doesn't want to get bought, have the buyback come out just yet. The Sun's going to miss because the BKB is going to be used by ILTW. Crystallize trying to hit away at this Tiny. BKB's not that long of a duration anymore, but the Echo Swim hits on Dendy the Nightmare to keep him alive for just a minute longer. And now they start to retreat as they've lost Roger. Dendy with the Rage tries to TP out and will. LeBron Dota again will give up his life, and General Crystallize will both walk away.
Dominating. Double kill.
So 6,000 net worth lead here for the side of Team Spirit. They've got no Nyx. They've got no Bane. It's a 3-on-4 at best for the side of Na'Vi with no buyback on Roger. Roger actually 35 gold away from it, but also it's on cooldown for another 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Take a look over the Bane. Yeah, not even close. But in terms of buyback status for everybody in the game, Tiny, Veno both have it. Void does not. And then you've got Brew and Dendy, who also have it as well. Double damage from Team Spirit. Illidan moving in. This should be at least a set of racks, and I think Na'Vi are kind of okay with that. Chronosphere is available. There's the Lincoln's pop. Ice Blast going to come around from a far distance. Hits on Crystallize. Maybe this is their moment to go in with this Chronosphere, and that's exactly what they're thinking with the BKB already popped. General comes in with the Thunderclap. Now they will go over at DK Phobos. Dendy hitting away with the Rage already out. The Stone Gaze comes through. Is it going to be enough? Crystallize does do a lot of damage, and now they'll get the kill on a DK Phobos. They look for more. ILTW is going to drop as well. 3 dead on the side of Team Spirit. They continue to get it done on Na'Vi time after time with these defends. I don't understand how it works every time. This Medusa will not go down. MKB is next here for Crystallize. You take a look at Dendy. He goes for the Nullify. They've actually found FNG. There's the kill again. And he's got enough for that Sacred Relic and enough in terms of surplus cash. Roshan is up. This is Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shard, all for the side of Na'Vi. There are 4 dead on Team Spirit. They're not going to come for this. Illidan's going to try and push over bottom, but then the aggression will start from Na'Vi. They'll have everybody ready in time to push. They'll hold on the Aegis for just a moment. Wet General come back up 30 seconds later from now, and then it's all on, and possibly the last fight coming out from between both these sides. Crystallize, just continuing to farm up. He doesn't have buyback for 3 minutes, 30 seconds. He does have surplus on it, but I don't think they're going to hold that long, so he'll probably buy out on the MKB. He'll take out this shrine. Meanwhile, we take a look over at Dendy. He has buyback available. And then let's just put this up to make this easier for me. Nyx, no buyback, General buyback. So the only ones who have it are Dendy and General. Now DK Phobos doesn't have it for another 400 gold. Everybody's starting to come alive for the side as Team Spirit. Everybody here for Na'Vi, and it is full strength again. Na'Vi, Aegis, is here on the Medusa. Dendy, he's got the Refresher Shard, actually. Or no, he gave it to the Brew. That's the perfect choice. And the Cheese is out on the Nyx. So here they come. There's going to be the blink on forward with the brew split. They actually do not know that this is Dendy inside of this brew. There's the stun coming through on ILTW on the backlines. It's going to be a Chronosphere on a 2. The Ice West follows it up and will hit onto LeBron Dota. But I don't know if that's enough. There's the Nightmare as well as the Stone Gaze. The BKB going to be popped by Crystallize. They continue to chase on in with the Nullifier coming through on a Venomancer. They'll take up DK Focus. The loot for FNG. They'll get the kill. It's going to be Illidan. He's so low. Time walk back to the base. There is the Refresher Shard used and the Brew Split used again. The Lincolns popped on Illidan and they still hold. The 3 cores, or actually just 2 cores and an Earthshaker are still alive for the side of Team Spirit. A Fissure comes down on a couple with the Echo Slam hitting. The Fiend's Grip is here onto the Void. Void in a lot of trouble. Tiny getting low. ILTW drops. So does the Void. They both buy back. Down goes the top set of racks, and NaVi, they're now the ones who are up 8,000 net worth after this whole entire game. The back and forth between these teams. LeBron Dota is going to hit the deck. He'll fall. 2-man stun from Roger. They go for ILTW. There's the kill. 125 seconds without buyback. They look over at Illidan. He goes down as well. Are you kidding me? That is GG. NaVi with the win. Are you kidding? That was insane. NaVi win the game. They win the series. The best of 5 is over. And it's 3-2 for NaVi. They pull it back from the depths of failure and they win. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Dendy 15-3 and 19. Roger 5-11-25. He was landing every single stun. General got the Ags. He had the Refresher Shard. The double Bruce split was insane. Crystallized with the slow start. 9-5-21. 13-7-11 for Illidan. 11-6 for ILTW. It was a back and forth the entire time. I mean, look at this graph. It's a 10,000 net worth lead here at 25 minutes, a 10,000 net worth lead here at 35 minutes, a 10,000 net worth lead here at 45 minutes, and then NaVi, they pull it back 41-41, and they win game 3. They're going to GESC Jakarta with a crazy series between them and Team Spirit. That was insane. I threw my headset. I jumped up and down. All the emotions are there. And that's it. That's it for my day. You don't even know that I did a best of 3 before this. 9 hours into casting. That's it. I'm your caster, BCOP, at BCOP92. That's BKOP92 on Twitter to know when I'm casting next. Follow me on Twitch as well, BCOP Casting. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this crazy ride of a best of 3. Game 1, NaVi. Game 2, Spirit. Game 3, Spirit. Looks like it's over for NaVi. Come back in Game 4, and then come back in Game 5. 3-2 in favor of NaVi, and they're going to Jakarta. That's it. It's over. NaVi win. They're back. Who knows what else. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and that is it. Good night.